Hello and welcome to Cuesta Sports Monthly, an in-depth look at Cuesta athletics. I'm Peter Schuler, and today on Cuesta Sports, it's all about water polo. Welcome back to some familiar faces. Swimmers Grant Huston's coming back, Annika Pauschek coming back, and while their teammates are also going to be here, Carson, Waldram, and Amelia, Braun. But first up here on Cuesta Sports Monthly, we are joined by two-time Western State Conference Coach of the Year, Greg Enloe. Greg, welcome to Cuesta Sports Monthly. Season 3 is just getting started. First 2 years pretty successful. Two conference championships out of water polo, 2 conference championships out of swimming.
Yeah.
How you feeling about year 3? Looking good so far.
I'm a little concerned because, a broke clock is right twice, and we already got 2 in a row. So who knows? Maybe we jinx the third one. No, I'm feeling pretty good. We got a great group of guys, and we're rolling on. We've been practicing pretty hard. I like where we're at right now.
So this is kind of like the new year for you because you've had freshmen and sophomores who you weren't recruiting.
Yep.
Now this is your first kind of recruiting class here.
Yeah. Now the pressure's really on.
So how are you feeling about that? Because it seems like you guys are just right in the same spot.
Yeah.
No drop off.
No. First I was really blessed. The athletes that we had that the previous coach Marsh had brought in were phenomenal athletes, and they were just really hungry and ready to grind. But as all coaches are, you're excited to have the guys that you brought in. So it's not a disrespect to the other guys, but yeah, I've been able to build a pretty solid relationship. Some of the guys I've had for almost 2 years now.
Yeah. So you had that first year, guys. We kind of talked about this sometimes as coaches. That first year is kind of like a dog year. That first year almost counts as 5 because they jump ahead so far. But are you seeing that out of your sophomores right now? You're seeing that they're kind of mentoring the freshmen coming in and showing them the ropes?
Yeah, but like the first group that we had, we had some phenomenal leaders in that. So between Dante Unora, who I believe has been on here, Ethan Merritt, Wheeler, Ollie, Northcutt, all those guys, I think that they did a pretty good job of explaining what the program meant to them and what was the previous expectations. And, this year, the sophomores have really stepped up, and there was a nice gradual movement on how how the leadership had kind of transitioned over. By the time we were towards the end of the season, the freshmen who were there had been there, seen enough to be able to be comfortable to kind of take over the reins when the guys who had left, because we lost 12 guys total.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
It's in your third season now. What have you kind of learned about this whole JC circuit here? I know it's kind of new coming in, but it's people see the NCAA, they see the 4-year schools and the high school, and we're kind of in the middle. But what have you learned? What do you like about it?
Completely different. If I were to make a list of here's what I thought it would be like, and compared the list now, I don't think I would have been very accurate. But in so many ways, it is still the same. You're still dealing with water polo coaches, water polo athletes, referees.
Those guys.
Yeah. So not all that much different, but I would say in generalities, the junior college coaches opened me with fairly open arms and tried to be as helpful as they could. But yeah, this is the first year that I've been able to build my own schedule and pick my practice times and things like that. So it's been good.
All right. So what are the things that you found here? Just because we are in kind of we're an up and coming water polo area.
Yeah.
But what's been hardest for you for recruiting?
I would say it's a double-edged sword where we're at. We're on an island, which is nice because we're dealing with our own people and generalities, but then you're on an island, so it's really difficult to kind of move to games. Everything's like a 2.5, 3-hour drive at least. But we're also in San Luis, which is, one of the most beautiful places. I call it heaven on earth. So teams do want to come here, and that's something that I've been working with. I hope to end up talking to the commission of San Luis Obispo, see if we can get some help from the city on being able to provide different opportunities for teams to come here, because this is a destination. So I'm trying to position our school as such.
This is a destination for me as a young man,
Yeah.
and I never really left. But so one of the things you're from the Central Valley,
Yeah.
and one of the things that you do to we have a lot of players who do come here. People come here from when it gets too hot over there, they come over here. They know about San Luis Obispo, and we've got a lot of the players from there before. What's about that Central Valley water polo, is so positive over here, and how do we get more of them over here?
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times what I've noticed is it's between our area. We tend to get primary recruits from, let's say, like Fresno, Clovis, down to Bakersfield, and then we obviously get the local guys here. I would say our most like tough competition for recruits is probably American River College. I've noticed that they've been getting a lot of Central Valley guys. The coach there's, he's a good coach, and they have a good, strong program. So, yeah. But as far as the recruiting goes, I always say, like, hey, this is where, if I wanted to see my friends on the weekend when I was in the Valley, we just come to Pismo. Yeah. You see everybody here. But the recruiting pitch, I try not to focus too much on, the fact that we're near Cal Poly, that we have 3 different beaches, that basically every day you can find a sunny beach. You can also find a cloudy beach, just depending on what you want. You can, pick your climate on any given day. But, the purpose and mission for me while I'm here, I came from UCI. Coach Newland was known as UCI was known as the animal farm. And he was all about hard work and discipline, dedication. So in some aspects, as nice as this area is, it can be a little distracting to the athletes. So the athletes who want to come and grind and they want to try to improve themselves, they know that this is the place to go.
All right. Now, we're coming up a little bit with swimming and stuff like that. Now, how you've enjoyed swimming? I think that's kind of you're a water polo player. I understand water polo players.
Yeah.
Not our favorite thing. But how have you enjoyed? We have 2 conference titles in swimming right now.
Yeah.
I know the next guest is coming up.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic swimmer, the Grand Huston state champion.
Yeah.
How has it been transitioning in from water polo to swimming for you?
Honestly, pretty easy. A lot of times we like to.
Got a lot of old Newland sets they used to do.
No, actually, no. I don't do any of Newland sets. I do them on my own, but I don't do any of them for swim. We tend to pigeonhole ourselves and say, I'm a water polo player or I'm a swimmer. I always viewed myself as a competitor and an athlete in general. So I grew up, I played literally every sport, football, basketball, baseball. I played softball, I played volleyball, literally everything. And swim is another opportunity to compete. And so that's kind of been the messaging and the mission that I've been kind of setting on my athlete's chest is, look, we get to be water polo players for 8 months a year, 9 months a year. We'll still do water polo and swim. We still have the off-season class, of course, but there's a 2-3 months where we get to just really focus on being fast. And if you are a competitor, it doesn't matter what sport you're doing, you're going to want to win.
Yeah.
So, I've had other coaches who said, I'm the most competitive person in the world. I'll rip your eyes out to beat Monopoly. Not quite that intense, but yeah, we get to race. Challenge yourself.
Okay. Well, there it is from Greg Enloe, coach here. Challenge yourself, and he's going after his 3rd conference title. Coming up next, more with water polo when Cuesta Sports Monthly returns. Nailed it right in a second.
This is your boy, the DUI, and you're listening to KGUR.org.
We're back on campus with men's poloist Carson Waldram and Grant Huston. Welcome, Grant. Welcome, Carson. Season's about halfway through right now. How are you guys feeling about the team?
We're feeling really good. We've been training all summer long, and we kicked off like last weekend. We played Occidental, and then before that, we had games at Merced College. It's been going really good. Really like the team. Wally, what do you think?
I think we got a solid foundation. Just keep building up and see how it goes.
Now, so far, the schedule, you haven't played too many of you played a lot of teams up in the 4-year level and some clubs, and you've gotten a chance to really kind of broaden your horizons on water polo instead of just playing community college teams. You guys getting ready for conference? Do you think that's helping you guys getting to play those different type of schools?
Yeah, for sure.
And clubs?
Yeah, we're really liking playing all the NCAA teams we've had the opportunity to play. We played Occidental, and in fact, our main conference rival, LA Valley, actually played them right before us. So we were doing a little bit of scouting, kind of seeing how everything's lining up. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good going into conference and the rest of the season as well.
All right. What do you think? What with these new teams and stuff like that, and getting ready for conference? Just want to see, kind of what are the things you guys have picked up this year as this team's kind of evolved. From last year, from you for water polo, and from you from swimming, what's kind of the changes for you guys this year?
I think one of the main changes is our attitudes. I think have gotten better. I think we've gotten a better culture, become more as a single unit, being able to work together as a team and just enjoy working hard and getting better for each other, which I think we lacked a little bit last year. Which I think is.
Do you feel like this is a more cohesive unit and kind of
yes.
It's kind of a smaller team than last year too, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like a little bit smaller, tighter knit though, and we work together really well. The chemistry is there. I mean, our cheer, we say family, so it's a very tight knit group. Like everyone on the team is our brother, and we're trying to really work for each other, and that's where hopefully all of our success will be.
Now Grant, you had a great swim season in the spring, and when you came in this year. You kind of have those same expectations in water polo. I mean, what's the difference from Gig Harbor water polo to community college water polo here in California?
It's been a big jump. I mean, my high school was a shallow, deep pool. It was not very big, 6 lanes, so it's dwarfed in comparison to Cuesta, and it's been such a great time to play with these guys and on this level. Like when we played UC Merced, they had a packed out crowd. That's never happened before. I got to have my name called out with the team before the game, and when it comes to expectations compared to swim, I mean, swim is very individual and polo is very team. So I'm trying to just feel out my role and what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going into the season with the mindset of we haven't done anything yet. So any past success, we're new season, new team. We have to fight for everything we can.
Are you kind of looking into the spring for another chance of the swim championships, or?
Yeah, we're definitely looking for this year to do some really good stuff. We were able to pick up some good swimmers, and we're training really hard with them right now already, so it's going to be good, yeah.
Well, you came all the way down from Washington. Carson, what was the thing that brought you here at Cuesta College?
I actually came here just from Aurora Grande, 20 minutes away, and I just I really appreciated this slow area, and I wanted to continue playing water polo, and I felt like this was the right place for me. I knew Coach Enloe from before, and he made sure that I knew this is the right place for me, So
one of the things at Aurora Grande, you got a lot of playing time. Aurora Grande's been the powerhouse now for a few years. Tell about it. What was it like having that? I mean, because you came in there, you guys had a chip on your shoulder always.
Yeah.
This has been kind of your area. What makes coming out of Aurora Grande different than San Luis or Paso or anything like that?
I feel like just coming out of San Luis, a lot of us have been playing together for a long time. So it's learning how to work together with the same people and being able to mix together and be able to know how each other play, create the same culture, kind of like what we have here. I mean, I feel like this team is different in AG in some ways, but in terms of culture and chemistry, I feel like it's growing in the same way that it did during my high school when I played with those guys for a long time. So
you just get that feel. I mean, that's one of the things about Cuesta College is we have, I think 30% or 40% of our students are from outside of San Luis Obispo, and it's really kind of that's one of the things we talk about when we talk about Cuesta Colleges, people come. It's a destination community college, and so you get that kind of a small college feel rather than that kind of 13th grade type thing. Do you find that here at Cuesta College?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, living here in SLO, I definitely found that this area was like perfect for me. I fit right in, and I feel like it's.
Grant can come down here. We don't want everybody here. But yeah.
No, I definitely feel like it was a great fit for me, and it felt like the hometown feel as well as a great team and a great atmosphere for me. So.
Well, the larger team. I mean, we talked about a little bit with Greg about how, and just now about the team coming from a lot of different places and stuff like that. You guys have 2 tournaments under your belt now, and a lot of getting some games under you. How are you feeling about that team? I mean, the team is. I talked about with Greg. We won the last couple conference tournament championships. It's kind of an expectation. This program has never missed the playoffs. There's a lot of history behind this team. Do you guys recognize that? Do you feel that? And how do you guys feel about the rest of the season going forward?
I mean, yeah, we definitely feel the history. I mean, we had our alumni game, and this year and last year there's been great showings by the alumni, and so we feel the history. I mean, if you play Masters around the area, you can get in contact with all the older guys. They'll push you around, and we definitely want to live up to that expectation and surpass it. We want to show that we're growing as a program every year. So.
Now, what are you guys' plans for next year? You have one more year, right?
I'm leaving after this fall.
Oh, you're leaving after the fall?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And what's your plan? Are you going to try and play somewhere else?
No, I think I'm done playing after this fall. I'm going into...
I'm guessing you've gotten some calls for swimming. Are you looking for a place to swim and play water polo?
Maybe for swimming, maybe for polo, maybe for both. I'm not quite sure. I do have one more season of polo, so I might decide to stay and have a last ride depending on what everything looks like for me, academic and just sport-wise. I mean, this is Wally's 3rd year, and you've had a lot of really successful people that have done 3 years and seen the growth from that. So it depends.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, what do you guys like about this team? What's the best thing about this group? Why is this group going to go all the way, you think?
I feel like just our work ethic, honestly. I feel like this team has been together, most of us were here last year, most of them as a red shirt, which brought them together more, and then this year they're being able to play, and I feel like just the time together is a very big factor on how we come together as a team and how our chemistry and our work ethic has grown throughout the time.
Yeah, I think that in addition to that, we have the emotional intelligence. We're a very funny, kind of rambunctious group, but at the same time, we know when it's time to put the nose to the wheel and just go. And we know how to, when someone's feeling down, lift them up. And if someone's trying to fly too high away, we pull them back in. And everything is, we all stay together. And I think that there's being emotionally intelligent and being able to help each other out is what makes us really successful as a team.
So even with a large group, you have a very, very team-oriented mindset the whole way through, and that's going to get you guys pretty far. Thanks again to men's water polo, Carson, Waldram, and Grant Huston. We wish them luck the rest of the season, and when we return, it'll be women's water polo on Cuesta Sports Monthly. Welcome back to Cuesta Sports Monthly. We are very pleased to welcome Annika Pauschek back to Cuesta Sports Monthly, and she is joined by Amelia Braun from Women's Water Polo. Welcome back, Annika. Welcome, Amelia. Season's going right now. First thing I'd like to ask for you is, did swimming get lonely for you last year? I think you were the only the swimmer to make it to state. How did you finish out last season?
It was pretty good. I was just really excited to make it to state. Thankfully, we got to bring 4 or 5 other girls to swim one of our relays, so they had to cheer me on. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I think the mile still gets lonely though every single time, but I was really proud of it.
That is the loneliest swim. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But worked hard. It went well. I was really happy to make it. So just to represent Cuesta at all. So I felt really good about that.
All right. Now, Amelia, how did you enjoy your first year overall water polo and swimming last year?
It was really fun. It was fun joining just a new team and meeting all the girls and having a community here in SLO.
Now, are you guys pretty tight as a team? You seem to be. You guys, at least that sophomore group, you guys kind of hang out and you do anything to bring the freshmen into the group, or?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're a really tight team. We all hang out outside of water polo on the weekends, and we do a lot of team bonding. I feel like if you're close outside of the pool, then it brings in the chemistry when you're in the pool. Is
that coach led, or is that the team led? Are you guys, as sophomores, kind of?
I would say it's a mix of both.
Okay.
We have fun Fridays where that's with our coach, and we do something different. We'll go to the beach, or we'll go bowling or something along those lines, and then we'll also just hang out on Saturdays or Sundays as a team. We're pretty close.
Have you guys done all the 7 sisters now, or how many? I don't know how many. I think you're allowed to climb in 5.
We've done a lot of hikes together. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's always part of the fun right there, until you figure out that it's just the same for you.
Will do, yeah.
You guys, how do you differently prepare? I mean, both of you guys actually, for swimming and water polo mentally. I mean, the team sport versus the individual sport and those type of things.
I think for me, during water polo, I try to get really hyped up, so I get really energetic. I try to before games, with the other girls, but before a race, during swimming, I usually keep more to myself. I'm listening to music. I'm kind of in my zone. So for me, it's way different.
So it's
honestly.
very internal for swimming, very external for water polo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. I feel like with water polo, I bringing the speaker out, everyone's dancing, everyone's singing, and we're feeling good, because then you feel like you have an advantage on the other team if you go into it with a good mindset. But definitely for swimming, I'm more stressed out and want to be alone.
That makes sense. Kind of isolate and kind of, because you're just spending your whole time underwater anyways, and you feel that kind of isolation right there.
Yeah.
Do you have, talking about that kind of leadership type, do you have somebody you guys, a mentor or something like that, or somebody who you looked up to as a swimmer or a water polo player growing up?
Yes, I do.
Coach Buchmacher.
Yeah, I do look up to Rachel a lot as a coach, but growing up as a kid, I had a coach that I looked up to a lot, and she ended up going on to coach at Princeton, and we still keep in contact, and every time I'm back home and she's home as well, we'll go and get lunch, and we're super close, and I look up to her a lot.
Yeah, when I was swimming for club team growing up, I had one main coach. Her name was Karen Neal. For Puma Aquatics, that has always been there for me. She's literally grown up with me, one of my closest mentors. She's basically part of my family. So I've always looked up to her and think of her all the time.
Well, then, so what? I'm just going to ask you a little bit further down the line. You kind of like to go to Cal Poly. Is that where you're looking at right now?
I'm not sure. It's still in the books, I think. I'm deciding if I want to go more the academic route or water polo route.
Okay. And then you're kind of looking to go down to the San Diego area.
Yeah, San Diego, somewhere. Yeah, we're going to switch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wanted to see it, but
Yeah.
you guys are going to do a little swap there?
We might end up, yeah.
I need to take you around the town.
Yeah.
So getting back to this season, sorry about that. I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to see that dynamic. You want to go to where she lives, she's coming up here where you live. What are you guys looking for in conference? And you guys have made playoffs last year, and Rachel's made playoffs the year before. Kind of the 4th straight playoff berth. That'd be pretty cool right now. How are you guys feeling about that right now? I mean, it's.
I'm feeling really good. I think even though me and Amelia are the only returners this year, because we have a brand new team, we have a bunch of new girls. This is the first time in Rachel's like coaching career that she's had like benches of subs actually. So I think we're going to do really well. I think we're going to have we have a really fast team. I think we really want it, and I think we're going to work really hard, and I think we're going to go far this year.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we're going to do really well this year. It is definitely nice having a thick bench where we can sub a bunch of people out and put a new group of girls in and really tire out the other team.
Now, do you feel pretty good about this last weekend?
Honestly, yeah, I think we're still definitely getting to know each other because we have a brand new team. So the chemistry is what we're working on building, but I think the skills are absolutely there. And then just once we actually start working together really well, that it's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I think being a part of any community college team is hard because you're with new girls every single year, and so you have to just rebuild that chemistry every single season.
Now, how have you guys done that? I mean, as a sophomore, you kind of have to be, proactive in bringing those freshmen into the team. Are you guys, is the hikes the thing, or what do you guys do to bring that team together?
I would say during our summer session, every day after practice, we'd be like, hey, do you guys want to go get lunch? And then we'd all go get food after practice and then get to know them, or we just invite them over to our houses and try to get them comfortable. Also, because a lot of people aren't from the area, and just I think because you come into the school not knowing anyone, you really rely on your teammates, and that's a good way to get close.
Yeah, honestly, I think really our team bonding outside of practice has been really huge for us. And then honestly, now that we just have enough people to scrimmage, actually seeing how one another plays this year has been so awesome compared to last year where we'd be playing 5-on-5 on one half of the pool. So just getting to know how one another plays is really huge for us.
All right. Well, I'm just going to ask you a quick question here, but what do you think is the strongest part of your game right now?
I would say the strongest part of my game would probably be my drives. I'm a driver and I earn a lot of ejections off of that, and so I would say that's my strong suit.
For me, I'd say my defense, because I'm our 2-meter defender right now, so I'm kind of leading our defensive, efforts, so really calling that out and working to have a good front and then stopping, the other team from scoring is obviously really crucial in water polo. So kind of leading that and setting the tone for our defense is definitely something that I feel I'm getting really good at.
So you're the defensive, you feel like you're the defensive stopper here?
Yeah.
So, last year's experience, not in water polo and swimming, swimming still had a smaller team, but what did that do for you having that swim season? Do you feel that it was more important than swimming than high school, or how big of a difference was that for you?
Honestly, it was way different. I actually really liked having a small team because we were all really, really close. So we were always having a great time. The group was really, really fun to be around. We all cheered each other on. It was really supportive. So it was just a really good environment to be in. And I think having that did definitely translate to our water polo season now because we're so much closer because of that.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks to Annika Pauschek and Amelia Braun for joining us here at Cuesta Sports Monthly. We'll see you next month when Cuesta Sports Monthly returns.